Hey, all about fishing with Big Cab. Hey, how y'all doing? Well, I got all my reels, all of them. I've been down here for a while, bunch of them. But anyway, I've got this new Berkley line spool station. It does bait casters. It does with this apparatus here and this here. These two items mounting on here. I can do spinning reels. It's called the Spooling Station Max from Berkley. So we're spooling reels up. I got all my low profile reels already done. I did them with some 12-pound line. I'm using mono. Now I'm doing my trolling and drifting rods. But it's really a really neat process. You just got this rod here, and this kind of puts the tension on your line. And your reel goes in just like that. Suction cup mounts. My table's not really the best for it, but it works. But anyway, show you kind of what I'm doing here. I keep my line taped just until I get it straightened out. And get it set in here. And this thing really keeps the tension on the line. It really does a great job. The longer you go, the tighter the string gets because it builds up friction and heat on that spool, but it seems to work really well. But anyway, that's what I'm doing today. Just trying to get my reels all re-spooled up. I got the grandkids' Zebcos. I got a bunch of these bait casters to spool up. But what I'm using is the Trilene Big Game mono. Got clear in the machine right now. I used the Trilene Big Game 12-pound on the low profile reels. But as you can see, it's a pretty smooth process. Got the right tension on it. Pretty tight, actually. Pretty amazing. And I was going to look and see if I could figure out a way to hook my drill up to this drilly spinner on, but I think that'd be too fast, too quick. But I go through my reels, get them all lubed up, clean them up, put new line on them, and then I got a shelf in my other room here. We're down in my fishing room. I got a shelf down here that I keep them on till I'm ready to load them up again on the rods. I don't know if you guys can see the rod racks up here on the ceiling. Got all them mounted. All the rods are up here. There's 24 rods up there on the ceiling. So yeah, it's pretty slick down here. It's kind of making use with the room I got. And there you go. That simple, that quick, that fast. And then I'll put it in here. I also take my drag and I take it completely off the spool. And the reason why is your drag system, uses cupped washers in there. And if you keep something that's shaped like this all the time, then, it's supposed to be like this, and you keep it flat with the tension on it with your drag in, you're pushing on that cupped washer, then eventually it'll stay that way and you have less drag. So I take the drag off when I'm storing my reels. And even when I'm fishing during the season and everything and doing it, I keep the drag off of them just for that simple reason. But we'll do another one here real quick. This is a Abu Garcia 6601 C4. Really good reels for drifting and trolling. And I just, like I said, I use 20-pound line. And the key to this spooler, when you're doing bait casters or you're doing something like a spin cast or bait cast, you want to come off the top of the spool. And when you do spinning reels with this apparatus put on, you want to come off the bottom of the spool because the way this is set up and turns. So just FYI, if you get those, you want to make sure you go the right direction. And don't mess that up. So I've just used tape. I tape these on. Get in the center here. I just tape that string down, and I'll tell you what, I've never had a problem with it. And a lot of people like to tie knots. I've used the tape for years and never had a problem with anything coming off. So we'll do another one here real quick. Like I said, it's simple, it's fast. Really a simple process. I think this line spooler was somewhere around $50, $60. I got it at Cabela's, Bass Pro, whatever you want to call it now. I used to use, or still do, I guess, I got an item like this. It works. It's just a little cumbersome, a little weird, but they work. These are like 20 bucks. But this year I thought I'd try one of these. And like I said, my table doesn't stick down very well. I'll have to figure something out for that. But yeah, it don't take no time at all to go through a lot of fishing line on these. We had our first cold front go through today and tomorrow. It's down into the freezing, and then the wind chill is really bad right now. That's the problem, is the wind chill. It's not so much the temperature, it's the wind chill. So no ice yet. That's a good thing. But it gives us time to get some of this maintenance stuff done on equipment. And you always got to keep your maintenance up. If you don't, you'll have more headaches during the summer and than you want to mess with. I usually try to fill up my spools. That way if I screw one up out there on the water, I can take 30, 40, 60, 100 foot off the spool, and I still have plenty of line to operate while I'm out on the water. You never really use all of what's on the reel. But if you mess it up, you still got plenty to play with. And then, so there's another one. Get the drag off. There's another one right there. So hopefully that shows you a little something what I'm doing on my day, and an easy way of doing it. I'm really liking this. It makes things really simple. This just comes right out like this. The tension springs just come off. Spool comes off, and you got this rod. And then you can put the next one on. And start all over. So it's not too bad. Like so, and stick it in like so. Ready to go for the next reel. So, all about fishing with Big Cam. Hey, like and subscribe. And hopefully this helps you get some maintenance done on your reels, get the new line on. I try to do this at least twice a year, but a lot of times it's just once a year. But like I said, I put enough on to where I can pull a little bit off, get some fresh line going, and go for that. So everybody have a safe weekend. Enjoy your work week. Take care.